All right guys, today I am over at the Scare House, and what I want to make is one of those hoops. If you've been watching the 2024 Spirit Halloween sneak peeks, reveals, whatever you want to call them, in the background when they show Barnaby the evil bear, you see this skeleton standing here like this. I think he's wearing like a top hat, and he's holding a giant colored hoop. There's nothing jumping through it, it's not on fire, but it's just a cool background prop that I saw that I thought would be really easy to make and really cheap. What we're gonna use is a hula hoop that I got at the Dollar Tree, $1.25, and we're gonna use some colored pool noodles. Now I'm not sure how many we're gonna use yet. Let's try 3 to start. I think that would work. We want a big enough hoop that you could actually like walk through, but we really don't need something that's absolutely enormous. It's just gonna be like a background prop. And the pool noodles I picked up at Five Below for $1 a piece. So we're into this for less than $5 so far. So we're gonna wanna remove the stickers from the pool noodles. That's the first thing. Set those aside there for a minute. Because what we need to do is take this hula hoop, and this is a small hula hoop, and I've got a razor here. We're just gonna cut this into, let's try 4 sections. It's just made of thin plastic, and under the tag where it's taped together, you can just break it apart, and you've got a long piece right here. But then you're gonna have to cut some of it. So I'm gonna use a new razor blade here. And let's see, I think we want about this long of a section right here, because we're just gonna be using these sections to put inside the hole on the pool noodles and connect them together. Yeah, that cuts really easy. 2, and there are these little beads inside here. They're like BBs. You see them spilling out everywhere. That's what makes the sound when the hula hoop goes around. So if you forget to empty those out like I did, you're gonna have a big mess. All right, now that we got that cleaned up, cut our third one here, and there we go. We actually have 4 altogether, and that's good just in case we decide that we need a 4th pool noodle. So this fits right inside that hole there. It's not gonna be tight, so we might need to use zip ties, or we could wrap some duct tape around the end there to make it a little bigger around. Right now, let's just kind of piece it together and see how this goes. There's 1, 2, another one in there. And that will be the size of our hoop. That actually looks more like a triangle. And I think we are gonna have to bulk up these pipes a little bit. So I'm gonna take a strip of black duct tape and just stick it on the end of each of them, and kind of in a sloppy way, tape that around there. Because if you do it sloppy, then it makes a big bunch on there. Otherwise, you'd have to use half of this roll. We're gonna use, I don't know, what is that, about 1.5 feet. Tape it on, and then, like I said, just real messy. Squeeze it a little bit, and there you got a chunk on each end. That way, when we stick it in, it's a little more difficult to get it in, but that's the point. But this way we know it's not coming out. All right, so we got 2 of them stuck together. And let's do the same with these. Little chunk on each end, kind of messy. And there is our hoop. Quick, easy, cheap way to make a hoop. Now we just got to give it to a skeleton. Couple of zip ties to hold them together, and there he is. Skeleton holding a circus hoop. Pretty cool prop there, very cheap and easy, less than $5 in the hoop itself. If you already have a skeleton, that's a bonus. If not, you can get them for about $30 at the at-home store. I had to zip tie his hands on and one on his ribs there just to hold it in place. And I did have to prop it up against the terror dog over here to make it more of a circle than an oval because it was kind of falling down. If you really wanted to make sure that it was strong all the way around instead of just kind of floppy how it is, you could actually take your hula hoops and cut them and tape them together to make the size ring that you want, and then just slide those pool noodles over it.